When I was 17, my doctor realized that I had scoliosis, and my parents brought me to a specialist, and I really didn't know what that was. I didn't know I had it. And he said I may need to wear a brace all through high school, which I was nervous about. And I thought, well, I'm not uncomfortable, I seem to be okay, why do I have to do this? So the specialist measured my degree of curvature and said, you're in the low 20s and it's just under the radar for needing this brace. So you can imagine I was elated, excited I didn't have to wear this brace. My parents were so happy. I went happily forward but blindly, not realizing they told me it won't get any worse after you reach puberty. So I got married and I had a kid, and somewhere in my 20s I had a bout of such excruciating pain that I was rushed into the hospital. I could not stand up. I could not move my own body. I had to be carried. My brother said, why don't you try chiropractor? At that point, they took measurements, and he said to me, this pain is from your scoliosis. And I said, what? And he helped me. I felt better. I said, you know, I woke up every day with pain thinking it was normal, and now I'm starting to feel a little better. So the next 30 years, I'm 53 now, it was 30 years of pain management, doctors, specialists, surgeons. I went to New York City. I went to different types of chiropractors. I had pain management from physical therapists. I had physiatrists. And then I stumbled upon the Clear Institute website. And I guess being in this area, it led me to you, Dr. Strauss. And I showed my husband, and he said, you should try this, because even when I went to the surgeon, he said, you don't want to have scoliosis surgery because the outcome is not very exciting. He said it maybe will stop everything, but it may not turn out so well as you would hope at your age. And I did, and I went online and I looked at the information, and it suddenly started to make sense. It made sense that why can't you teach yourself to take care of this instead of just having surgery? Why isn't there a method where with a doctor's help, under a doctor's supervision, you then can go home and work on it and continue to be proactive in treating this awful thing that's bringing pain into your life every day? And I have to say, within 1 week, you helped me more than 10, 15 other doctors, physiatrists, chiropractors. Everyone I saw could help me in 20, 30 years. I got more relief of my pain in 1 week than 30 years and lots and lots of money. And it is an expensive program, but over all those years and all the doctors I saw and all the money I spent on this condition, I said, you know, this makes so much more sense. You know, it's got to be worth a try. It has to be. My husband said, you have to try this. So I've been coming since November, so what is that, 4 months, maybe?
Yeah.
3 months? November. Yeah. I feel much better. I used to cry every night. I'd wake up in the middle of the night crying. My husband said, what can I do? What can I do to help you? There's nothing. I'd say, there's nothing. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing I know how to do. And now I know how to do it. 20 minutes with this weight machine that I wear is so much. I call it my magic eraser. I come home from work exhausted, in pain, actually feeling crooked again from the weight of life and the weight of movement and the weight of having to use your body. I put this cantilever hip weight on, and just for 20 minutes, and when I take that off, I feel like I lost 50 pounds. So I feel that's power. It gave me power to take care of myself. And with your kind and expert guidance, you know, suiting it to my particular condition, I feel like I'm getting the most help I've ever gotten. And that's more exciting than, you know, when I was a teenager and I said, oh great, I don't have to wear the brace, and I went on my merry way, not knowing, boom, I was going to hit a brick wall. And I think the most important thing is I want to tell parents, don't let your kids go through what I went through. Don't say, okay, it's just minor, it's not going to get worse. Mine got so much worse. I went from 20 degrees to, 47? I went from 23, I think it was, I don't recall, it was in the low 20s, to 47-degree angle from my teens to my 50s. And I remember thinking, wow. what will I be when I'm 70? What will I be if I'm 80? You know, what kind of future do I have? And now I feel like I have power to manage my pain. I really feel like I have more control. And I'm constantly trying to learn new ways and see what else can I do. You know, and sometimes I slip and I skip my exercises and I think, no, get back on track, because that's what's helping.
That's right.
And it really, really does help. And I'm 50 and it's helping. Imagine if I was 17. So, and then I meet a lady here who's 80 and it's helping her. So how could someone say it's not worth a try? It's worth a try. It's really worth it. Thank you.